And all the bar members and the staff members. Kindly reduce the strength of the persons while inaugurating the plate.
लाइव चल रही यूट्यूब पे लाइव है यूट्यूब वही दिखा रहे ना
My namaskar to all the judicial officers from the Ministry of the Honorable High Court. Sir, please.
Vanguard! Colonel Salute! Ramesh! Vanguard! Bajos! गार्ड आपके निरीक्षण के लिए हाजिर है।
सीनियर सिस्टम ऑफिसर सिस्टम ऑफिसर बताओ
Lordship,
ये फाइलिंग में क्या क्या डाटा कितने फाइल आज तक हो गई
actually, Lordship, the e-filing is a complete end-to-end solution developed by the Honorable E-Committee Supreme Court of India. Both civil and criminal cases can be filed before any district court or high court here. They are only.
right
इसके बहुत सारे benefits हैं as compared to the manual filing. The first benefit, Lordship, it saves a lot of time, money, and travel to advocates and all the clients.
how many files you have come
Lordship, we have started
right today
right now today. Advocate.
any file is
Yes. One. ये फाइल आई है Lordship. एक फाइल आई है Lordship हमारे पास जो जनाब आज अप्रूव करेंगे Lordship.
ये वाला फाइल
ये है Lordship मैंने जो बात
ये पांच चैप्टर डिटेल हो गए चीफ मजिस्ट्रेट कंप्लेंट 138 है नहीं फिर वही डिटेल अप्रूव यहाँ करना है हाँ यस
And click one photograph from this side also.
स्लो है आपका नेट स्लो है
नेट ठीक है Lordship ठीक है
Click one photograph from outside also.
ये Lordship फाइल जाएगी हमारे काउंटर के पास तो कंसर्न जो हमारे एस्टेंसर के हेड होगा जैसे ये क्रिमिनल है Lordship तो सीजन हमारे हेड होते हैं तो कंसर्न एजेंशियल ऑफिसर को फॉर्म कर देंगे Lordship. इसमें बेनिफिट हमारा ये है कि हमारा केस रिकॉर्ड ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाता है डिजिटलाइजेशन
ये फाइल तो वही है उसको वहीं पे जहाँ से वो भेजेगा यहाँ पे अवेल होगा फिर इट विल गो टू द कंसर्न एंड देन यू विल अलॉट इशूड एंड उसका ये जो रिसीव करने के बाद एक्नॉलेजमेंट आप करते हैं उसका
एक्नॉलेजमेंट
उसका
लेकिन इसमें थोड़ा एक हमारा भी Lordship लिमिटेशन देखेंगे पेमेंट गेट में भी स्टार्ट इसमें सीधी सर उस पे काम कर रहे हैं Lordship पेमेंट गेट करना है कॉपी टेक्नोलॉजी कमेटी
वो कब देंगे
वो चल रहा है उसमें डेवलपमेंट चल रही है
फिलहाल वो हो रहा है लेकिन वो मतलब बच्चे स्कैम्स कर रहे हैं उन्हीं का स्कैन लगा
क्या लगा के
लेकिन ये इसमें जब हो जाएगा हो जाएगा तो यही से परचेज भी ये स्कैम
और डिटेल्स ऑफ द केसेस आर प्रिपेयर्ड बाय
we have tentative judge wise judgment like
Execution officer भी काम किया मतलब कुछ
सब का जो है
डिसाइडिंग ऑर्डर में Lordship सारा जजमेंट जैसे
लेकिन अगर बैठे पहले उसको सारा अपने केस का पता चलता है स्टेटस का
हमारी ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट पे yes
वो यहाँ से सीख कर सकता है कि
सारा Lordship का इंट्री मॉडल की एग्जैक्टली जैसे ये इंट्री मॉडल Lordship 28 से है ये का है Lordship
24%
आप दिन की पूरी Lordship फाइनल ऑर्डर
वहाँ पर गोल जेल में कौन है आप कौन है वहाँ पे आप इसके साथ ये खड़े आप हाँ क्या है आप हाँ? नहीं जेल में पुलिस का क्या काम है वहाँ तो जेल की अथॉरिटी हो रही है क्या वो नहीं जेल अथॉरिटी का कोई नहीं है वहाँ जेल का नहीं जेल का सुपरिटेंडेंट है वहाँ पे? कहाँ पे? ये जेल में पुलिस का क्या काम है? हाँ? अच्छा, जेल का स्टाफ है, उसी के यूनिफॉर्म में। तो ये अच्छा, आपके पास कितने ये है प्रिजनर्स? एज ऑन डेट फंड, ये जो सारे अंडर ट्रायल्स है, कन्विक्टेड है? अच्छा, ये जो अभी मुलाकात हो रही है, ये इसका क्या स्टेटस है? अंडर ट्रायल है?
यस।
इसका कहाँ पे फेस? यहाँ पे कोर्ट में इसका केस है? क्या केस है इसका?
376
ओके, कितने टाइम से जेल में है?
अप्रैल 2021 से।
इससे पहले आप जेल में जाते हैं मिलने के लिए? आप कहाँ से हैं? ये बेटा है आपको क्या लगता है? अच्छा भाई, आप बात करो, आप अपनी माँ से बात करो। क्या नाम है आपका? हाँ हाँ, बोलो, बात करो इनके साथ। अच्छा, कितने टाइम से ये अंडर ट्रायल?
16 अप्रैल 2021 से।
क्या स्टेटस है? इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो गया, चालान पेश हो गया, सारा हो गया?
एविडेंस भी।
अच्छा, उसका चार्ज भी लग गया?
मटेरियल विटनेस।
कितने विटनेसेस हैं?
सर
किस केस में, किस कोर्ट में? फास्ट ट्रैक?
एडिशनल सेशन
कौन है वो?
बेहतरीन ट्रायल चल रहा है।
ठीक चल रहा है। कितने आपके ये हो गए?
सर 3 गवाह हो गए सर। 8 हैं, मटेरियल विटनेसेस 4 हैं।
क्या स्टेटस है आपके हिसाब से?
सर अभी जो है ना इसकी स्टेटमेंट डैम हो गया प्रोसिक्यूशन।
क्यों डर हुआ?
सर वो डॉक्यूमेंट के वो प्रूव करवाने थे सर।
इज ओनली किसी किडनैपिंग आल्सो?
सर किडनैपिंग में भी है, में भी है, अरेस्टमेंट में भी है। बेसिकली
एज ऑफ दैट गर्ल?
सर वो मेजर है और इनकी शादी हुई थी।
हाँ, वही तो मैं पूछ रहा
हाँ
हूँ।
सर, इनकी शादी हुई थी
तो फिर कैसे?
और उसके 20 दिन के बाद FIR लगाई उन्होंने मिसिंग रिपोर्ट। तो इनकी कोई बराबरी का आपस में कोई सेटलमेंट का कोई
रिलेशन कितने टाइम से था?
जी सर,
रिलेशन
रिलेशन सर 2 साल से बता रहे हैं।
आपने जजमेंट नहीं पढ़े? सुप्रीम कोर्ट वगैरह सारे साहब को दिखाने थे ना, वो बेल अप्लाई किया?
साहब ने कहा था। जी सर, अप्लाई किया सर।
थोड़ा सा करो इसमें। ठीक है, आप मुलाकात करो आपके पास ही। शादी हुई है वो
लाइव स्ट्रीम
कब इशू है?
ये कल की डेट
आपकी डेट का हुआ? आपने क्या प्रोसेस किया अभी?
अभी सर ये यहाँ पे आ गया कि
प्रोसेस सर्वर जिसके पास ये है जैसे कि वो कौन है?
जी सर, ये के साथ यहाँ पे सेवा
हाँ, उसको सेवा आपके उसको स्मार्टफोन अपना होगा ना?
जी 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 सर, यहाँ पे सबमिट करेंगे।
वैसे नहीं हो रहा है? हाँ हाँ, आपके पास आ गया? कहाँ पे किसको सर्व करते हैं?
उसमें हमारे बेनिफिट भी आ रहा है कि जिसको हम लॉज की समझ लेंगे उसका फोटोग्राफ भी आएगा और उससे बड़ा एडवांटेज लॉज का ये है कि जब ये तामील लॉज करेंगे उसके बाद ये वही सेव करेंगे।
मैनिपुलेशन की गुंजाइश नहीं है।
ट्रांसपेरेंसी लॉन्च करा है, वो टाइम सेविंग है। वही से अगर कोई दूर से करेगा, सेव करेगा, विनर करो, हर कैंसिल करो, हमारे एग्रीमेंट के पास होगा।
कितने लोग हैं आपके ये? ये बना हुआ है,
ये बना हुआ है
हाँ
यहाँ, ये न्यू कंस्ट्रक्शन
ये बना हुआ पार्ट जो है कोर्ट का है, सारे रूम ग्राउंड में क्या है?
ये पार्किंग है। ये ऑलरेडी है,
ये पार्ट
ये है वहाँ फर्स्ट फ्लोर में, ये एग्जीक्यूशन
सारा।
ये हमने बनाया है।
ये क्या है? ऑफिसर रूम कौन सा ऑफिसर?
ऑलरेडी बने हैं।
ये सामने
बना हुआ है
ये
एडीआर में
ये वाला पोर्शन
ये वाला पोर्शन
ये हमारा बनेगा।
अच्छा बनेगा। तो शेप ये है,
फाइनल
ये है और ये दो बातें आ रही हैं। ये इस बिल्डिंग का आप दिखा रहे हैं। ये एडीआर सेंटर कहाँ पे है? एडीआर सेंटर जी तो हमने खोला वो कहाँ पे?
यहाँ बना ही नहीं है अभी।
अच्छा हाँ जो
स्पेस की कंस्ट्रेंट थी इसलिए हमने इसी पे
हाँ
एडजस्ट
वो लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे। कितना टाइम लाइन है इसका? टोटल एरिया है 4547। कितना कॉस्ट कितना है इसका? 130।
1 करोड़ तक।
अभी कंस्ट्रक्शन एजेंसी आप
this way.
जे लॉर्डशिप के लिए यहाँ इनफैक्ट लॉर्डशिप हमने अपने इसके लिए
आपकी कुर्सी तो पवन जी कब से प्रैक्टिस में है? बैठे बैठे कोई नहीं आपकी 2006 है उधमपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट में। तो मेनली किस कौन से एरिया में प्रैक्टिस किया?
क्रिमिनल साइड में मिक्स है सर।
क्रिमिनल कितने क्रिमिनल ट्रायल्स कंडक्ट किए?
तब से अब तक प्रेजेंट कर ही रहे हैं।
मेन कैंपर एडिंग का अलॉटशिप जो जहाँ पे कमल में गया के साथ अच्छा केस क्रिमिनल के पास
At that time I have 40 years decision session run.
वो एज ए पैनल काउंसिल और उसमें से निकाल के बना दिया आपको। उसमें से कोई मर्डर ट्रायल भी है?
जी मर्डर भी है, NDPS भी है और पॉक्सो केस है।
You have understood what you have to do now?
No, I have understood.
ये भी असिस्टेंट भी है?
कुछ आ रहा है
22 views है 4 likes 22 views 4 likes मलिक साहब डीसी साहब मलिक मुझे काम पता
of the day to the August gathering, I, Rajni Sharma, Secretary District Level Services Authority, Udhampur, humbly seek the permission of the Honorable Lord Chief Justice to commence the program. Much obliged, Lordship. Now, I request all to rise for the national anthem. All may kindly be seated. Thank you so much. Now, I invite but the Principal District and Sessions Judge Udhampur to honor the Lord Chief Justice by presenting the shawl and bouquet. Thank you, sir. Now, I invite the Deputy Commissioner, Udhampur, Ms. Kritika Yotsna, and Subject Special Mobile Magistrate, Ms. Preet Simran, to honor Her Ladyship Justice Sindhu Sharma by presenting the shawl and bouquet. Thank you, madam. Now, I invite what the Principal District and Session Judge Udhampur to present the welcome address.
Very good afternoon to all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome the Honorable Chief Justice. My Lord has been gracious enough to readily accept our invitation and to be with us this afternoon at a very short notice. My Lord, the Chief Justice is an established personality in our great Indian judiciary, having attained the highest position in the UT by dint of hard work, and is an inspiration for us all. We are equally overwhelmed by the gracious presence of my Lord Justice Sindhu Sharma, the Administrative Judge for District Udhampur. My Lord belongs to this town and have deep roots in this town. We also welcome the officers of the registry, Honorable Worthy Registrar General, Worthy Registrar Vigilance, Principal Secretary, Member Secretary, I also welcome all the officers of the district administration, especially the Deputy Commissioner, Madam Ritika Josna, Superintending Engineer, PWD, Mr. Jugal Kishore, Mr. Zubair, Executive Engineer, Mr. Suleiman Chaudhary, DIG, Udhampur, Riyasi Range, Mr. Vinod, SSP Udhampur, for having not only graced the occasion but also helped us all in organizing this commission. My lord, Udhampur is the only district where the ADR center has not been constructed so far, despite the funds being made available way back in 2015 due to paucity of space. With the result, the alternate dispute resolution system activities have been affected adversely and couldn't gain the requisite momentum. It was really tough time for the engineers to formulate a plan for the ADR center at this juncture, as the cost of the project has also escalated with the passage of the time. The appointment of full-time defense counsel to defend the accused persons who are unable to defend themselves and are otherwise entitled to free legal aid is a long leap forward in meeting our constitutional obligation as envisaged under Article 39 of the Constitution to provide free and competent legal aid to the poor and marginalized sections of the society so that they don't suffer injustice on account of their economic barriers. My lord, the e-filing services was the need of the hour in keeping pace with the changing times and by making optimum use of the technology. The pandemic COVID-19 has brought in a sea change in our outlook and way of working. It has necessitated the welcome shift from physical to virtual courts. It has brought in a considerable speed as well as convenience for the end users. With the facility of e-filing being made available now in the court, anybody can approach the court from any corner of the UT without moving physically. Similarly, the advocates can utilize the time wasted in moving from one court to another and appearing in person in other productive ways. N-Step is an Android-based app whereby the notices summons shall be generated in CI system and shall be transmitted to process servers on their smartphone. The process server is in turn shall approach the concerned person, obtain his signatures on the smartphone and also take his snap and forward the same to the court concerned, which shall be deemed as valid service. It is going to bring a considerable change and speed in execution of the court processes both in civil and criminal matters. Surely these facilities would go a long way in expediting the disposal of the cases and mitigating the hardships and sufferings of the litigants. At the end, I have no hesitation in saying that all these initiatives are surely going to improve the working atmosphere and expedite the disposal of the cases. Lastly, my sincere thanks to all and everyone of you whom I couldn't name due to paucity of time for being here with us. Thank you. Thanks once again.
Thank you, sir. Now, I invite the President of the Bar Association Udhampur to welcome the honorable dignitaries on the dais on behalf of the Bar Association Udhampur.
Good evening to all. My Lord, Honorable Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court, Justice Ali Mohammad Magre Sir, Administrative Judge Udhampur, Justice Sindhu Sharma, Honorable Companion Judges, Administration and Police Officials, staff as team member of the Bar, ladies and gentlemen, I, on my behalf and on behalf of my bar, take this opportunity to welcome His Lordship, an administrative judge here at Udhampur. Our Chief Justice has served the state of Jammu and Kashmir at various places and in different categories. All of us should be thankful that His Lordship, who is son of our soil, has taken charge as Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court and has close and affectionate feeling and concern for the bar, as my Lord himself had been elevated Judge of High Court from the bar only in the year 2013 and is familiar with all the suffering, agonies and hardship of the advocates. Therefore, we are confident that His Lordship will take uttermost care of the interest of the legal fraternity practicing all over Jammu and Kashmir. From very first day of elevation, Your Honor laid stress on technology like alternate dispute resolutions, special lok adalats to bring down pendency of cases and to ensure timely justice to litigants. His Lordship's nature of delivering effective justice and speedy disposal can improve the judicial standard of both the advocates and common man. My humble request to His Lordship is to consider the welfare of the advocates and pay attention to the subordinate judiciary by providing those with more amenities. We are proud to have honest and hard-working subordinate judiciary over here at Udhampur. Your Honor, Bar Station Udhampur is the third largest bar of Jammu and Kashmir and has more than 200 advocates enrolled with it. And periphery bars of Chenani, Majalta and Ramnagar are also part and parcel of our bar. Advocates here are rendering their services with uttermost dedication and sincerity and working with zeal and dedication to ensure proper assistance to the needy person. And this bar is one of the responsible, well-behaved, culture, affectionate, sporting and learned bar. The bar is the principal ground for recruiting judges, and this bar has produced many legal luminaries and stalwart who have excelled in various fields of judiciary, advocacy and administration. Justice O.P. Sharma, Justice G.D. Sharma, Justice Y.P. Nargotra are few to name. My Lord, we have advocates here who are practicing for the last 70 years and earned lot of name in criminal and civil field all over Jammu and Kashmir. It is matter of great pleasure and district honor that daughter of Udhampur, Honorable Justice Sindhu Sharma ji is here amongst us, who is First Lady Advocate from J&K High Court, to have been appointed as Assistant Solicitor General of India in the year 2014, and the year 2018 is credited to be the first woman judge of High Court of Jammu and Kashmir. She also remained Vice President at Jammu and Kashmir High Court Bar Association for 2 years. The bar is very proud of Your Honor and has lots of expectations as an administrative judge. It's also a matter of great pride and honor to announce that companion judges, Registrar General Sanjeev Gupta sir, Member Secretary J&K Legal Service Committee Mr. Mohinjan Sharma sir, Secretary High Court Legal Service Authority Amit Gupta sir were proud member of this bar, and today they are here with us. We are really very proud of you, and you have earned an eminent name in judiciary. Lastly, I would like to invite my Lordship and Administrative Judge with us at interaction session at Court Complex Bar Room, so that we can put our grievance with Your Honor and have a light cup of tea with us. We will be highly obliged for that. Once again, I welcome the Honorable Chief Justice to this District Court Udhampur on behalf of Bar Session Udhampur, thanking you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I invite the Honorable Administrative Judge Udhampur, Her Ladyship Justice Ms. Sindhu Sharma, to enlighten on today's inaugural event.
Good afternoon to all. Honorable Justice Ali Mohammad Magri, Chief Justice, Common High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Mr. Y.P. Borni, Principal District and Session Judge Udhampur, Shri Sanjeev Gupta, Registrar General, Rajiv Gupta, Principal Secretary to the Chief Justice, Mr. Shahzad Azim, Registrar Vigilance, Shri M.K. Sharma, Member Secretary, J&K Legal Services Authority, Shri Garib Das, Director, Sher-e-Kashmir Police Academy, Udhampur, Srimati Kritika Josna, Deputy Commissioner, Udhampur, Shri Mohammad Suleiman Chaudhary, DIG, Udhampur, Riyasi Range, Shri S.C. Katal, Additional District and Session Judge, Udhampur, Shri Vinod Kumar, Senior Superintendent of Police, Udhampur, Shri Dinesh Gupta, Joint Registrar, Protocol, Shri Amit Gupta, Secretary, High Court Legal Services Committee, Shri Anup Kumar, Sub-Judge, CPC Courts, Ms. Rajni Sharma, Secretary, Dalsa, Udhampur, Shri J.D. Salatia, Bar President, members of the Bar Association of Udhampur, and all the judicial officers. I am reading this long list of names because, as you have already said, I am from this place. So I need to welcome all of you here, whether you are part and parcel. But foremost, it's our privilege and mine to welcome Chief Justice Ali Mohammad Magre on his maiden visit to the District Court at Udhampur. Lordship has risen from the grassroots level to achieve this highest post in the judicial history. Being from a village, we all feel that he would understand our problems. Whether you are from a village in Udhampur or a village in Kulgam, the problems you face remains the same. It is his effort, his hard work, his dedication, and he is an inspiration to all that with hard work, patience, and perseverance, you can achieve whatever you want in life. He is the role model for the young bar members who can always see the heights you can attain by working towards your goal. As it is said, that when you toil, when you work hard with honesty, integrity, and patience and perseverance, the Almighty bestows the fruits of that labor upon you. We must look at him for all the inspiration and for all the deeds as is done. He is known as not only as a man of words, but a man of actions. It is also our privilege that since he is from Union Territory of J&K, it is very easy for him to understand the everyday problems that we face as bar members, as members of the judicial fraternity, and most of all, as the members of the society and the Union Territory that we are. Today's time, the marginalized section, the villagers, the person who are in town, all these problems he has faced and he has addressed sometimes as a lawyer, sometimes as a judge. So it is to our benefit that he has been elevated as Chief Justice of this High Court, and we must derive utmost benefit from him. I welcome you, sir, again to District Court, Udhampur. It has been said, it is my proud privilege to be standing here as a judge in this court in which my grandfather, after he gave his resignation as a teacher, appeared for the exam as a petition writer, was granted the license to practice here as a petition writer, and in those areas probably he would have never dreamed that his granddaughter would one day be standing here as a judge of this High Court. My father, after he finished his law and completed his law from Delhi University, chose to practice here for almost 2 years before he joined the judiciary. My uncle also followed his footsteps and started practicing here. It is unfortunate that he's here no more with us. Thereafter, I chose this profession against a lot of advice from the elders in my society, saying that girls can't practice, it's a very hard profession. But I'm glad I chose that. I chose to follow my dream. And this is my request to all of you, please follow your dreams, but work hard with honesty and dedication, it will be recognized. I am also here as one of you who is always here to hear your difficulties, hear your problems. But I am a little taken aback by the words of the Bar President. It's our maiden visit here, Lord Chief Justices and mine, and the only thing you could tell us was you will talk about our grievances or your grievances. This is a function in which you should have welcomed us, felicitated us, talked about us. For grievance, you are welcome to Jammu at any time over a cup of tea to raise the difficulties that you are being facing. Lastly, the judicial dispensation system is very important. The justice delivery system is very important. And now we have realized that alternative dispute resolution system is very important. It is very important to look for other ways and mechanisms to address the pendency of the cases, to provide immediate relief to the litigants and to see it is done. Today is the time that we have to think out of box, look for other mechanisms. An alternate dispute resolution system is one of them. We were not having this ADR building which we have inaugurated today, and hopefully it will be used for negotiations, for mediations, for settling the dispute out of the courts, which was inherent in our Indian traditional system. As the elders would sit and settle the dispute, this is one of the mechanisms for doing that. COVID-19 has taught us the use of technology, has taught us how important technology is today, in today's time. And important step in that technology is that we have learned to live with it. We have learned to live with the fact that while we were all cocooned in our own homes, unable to go out, we still managed to do judicial works. We still managed to provide relief to people by using the modern technology. Justice Magre had headed the E-Committee for a long time, and it is his vision that we have opened up e-service Kendras here, N-Step here, and also the other facilities for online moving of applications and seeing that processes are served. In the time that we are as members of judicial fraternity, we have realized that process serving is the most important step in delaying the litigation, in being able to prolong the litigation, and the moment the service is done, half your battle is won. So process and step is a step towards that, and process serving through this mode would probably would expedite the judicial dispensation system. I thank you in the end. I thank you all very warmly from the core of my heart for this warm welcome that you have given to us, and hopefully I will be able to help you all and help everybody in allaying some of your grievances and providing all the mechanisms so that we can work hand in hand towards our goal, which is to provide justice to the marginalized, to the not marginalized, and every citizen who knocks at the door of the court. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ladyship, for your enlightening words. Now, I take utmost privilege and honor to invite the Honorable Lord Chief Justice, Mr. Ali Muhammad Magre, to grace the event with his thought-provoking words on today's event.
I am partly happy and partly not happy. Happy because we have this surrounding court building, which is only to ensure is justice to the litigants who approach this temple of justice. But the surroundings, it should have been futuristic. In an atmosphere, in an environment which is open, conducive to the relieving the lawyers or the judicial members, the judiciary, the judges from the citrused atmosphere. All times when you conduct your matters before the court of law, it becomes very difficult from morning till evening, and after that also you have to prepare your briefs. The judges have to also record your submissions based on the issues raised, the claim is made. But nowadays the court complexes also are shaped and taken to such places where you have open spaces, atmosphere, and the beautified by the surroundings. So my request to my sister judge, Honorable Ms. Justice Sindhu Sharma, whom I have chosen as the administrative judge of this district, besides other reasons, for the reason that she is from this district. So she could well realize it, having the roots from this district, the roots from this fraternity, be it the lawyers or the judges. We don't talk of all the judges who have risen from this district. There are also in the audience also the judges who were the members of this bar. You lawyers, but my request to her will be that please ensure in future a big chunk of land is identified for the district court complex Udhampur. You are not less than in your competition, in your talent from other part of the country. Therefore, you should have all the facilities which the other countrymen belonging to the bench and bar have. That is one aspect of the matter. Second is, after taking over as the Chief Justice of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, based on my experience as a lawyer, like the lawyers here you are, or as a judge of the High Court, what was in my mind is that we have not been in a position to achieve what is required for strong justice delivery system. And what is that? That is, you are fortunate, at least you have 1, 2, 3 buildings around here, but in a very congested atmosphere area. But I have gone to some places where we don't have even buildings. We have some rented house, we have hired accommodations for housing the court complexes. We don't have land even. Those are the areas which were identified for providing construction of the infrastructure for the litigant public, the lawyers, the judges, and the employees. Now we are already identified those areas. We have already submitted the requisition in all over Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. As per the requisition, we are already in the process of making acquisition of the land, transfer of the land. Wherever land is available, we have already made the designs and DPRs which are sanctioned by the government. So this is a very network so far as the infrastructure, providing infrastructure in the courts is concerned. That is one important aspect of the matter. And for this infrastructure, at one point of time, the whole judiciary, which is headed by the Chief Justice of India, after taking the tours like we are today in Udhampur and visiting various courts in country, found that there are different shapes of the courtrooms, different dimensions of the courtrooms, different dimensions of the ministerial staff, different dimensions of the chambers for the lawyers. So therefore, one module was prepared at a national level. So as per that, whatever constructions are now made in the judicial development of infrastructure or as per that model, that gives you the space for all. There will be no grievance even from the lawyers, from the litigants. We talk of only the lawyers and the benches, the judges. We all are only at the very outset have to say that we all are here only for the public. And the public, that is litigant public. Those who approach this temple of justice for seeking justice. And we have to make that justice easy. There's easy access to justice. And for those litigants also, we have made the component for providing litigant sheds, litigant halls, facilities for litigants also. When we talk of the lawyers, when we talk of the judges, we have to talk of the litigants also. They should not face any problem for providing the facility which is required for them. Because the Solomon affirmation of all of us is that we have to do whatever is required for the public when they seek justice from the temple of justice. And our constitution, the preamble of the constitution guarantees protection of the rights of the people. And those rights are only to be protected by all of us, be it you lawyers or we judges. We have to meet the competition so far as the advancement of technology is concerned. Here we are today, providing those facilities which are at the national level approved, only to facilitate that it used in the past that when you approach the court of law, first consideration of the judge is to consider your case. When the judge feels satisfied, prima facie, yes, this case needs to be adjudicated upon. There are issues, therefore a notice, that's called a summon. So it remains on the stage of summon for a long time. What are the reasons for delaying the disposal of the cases? It starts from there only. Notice issued, summon is not served on the other side. It takes considerable time. Now time has changed. This end step introduced today here. Process surveyors, the process service agency is kept in all the courts around Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Or only required to serve the summons on the other side, so as to ensure that both the sides come before the court and then the proceedings will be taken to the logical conclusion. Now that is over. No manipulation. Earlier used to be manipulated those service of summons also. There are instances in the cases which are rendered in the High Court or in the Supreme Court also. The other side said, I have never been served with this summons. That is not the thing. The benefit of technology is it will be accurate. It will be with reference to the correct, so far as the service of the summons is concerned. And it will go without shortest possible time. Acknowledgement, the photograph will be taken, signature taken, it will report back to the service of summons to the same court. So one benefit goes of this advanced technology. The second benefit for all the litigant publics and the lawyers is that we have given you e-filing. Now wherever from you are, you can take the benefit of filing by use of e-system. So this is another benefit given to all the public litigant and the lawyers. This takes us the advantages of the judges also. With the shortest possible time when this file is received by the concerned, it takes to the concerned court. Concerned court takes cognizance. If this is it is defective, that will be reported back. Otherwise, this defect, when it is seen in the institution counter, then he has to write a letter to you or ask you that you come and remove this defect. This advanced technology has given the benefit of this e-filing also. This advanced technology has given you the benefit of judges also to go e-court, paperless court. You must have seen in the high courts, in our high court also, judges are working on the Wacom. No file is taken to home, only a small pen drive. I have a laptop and pen drive, I take it home, and in the evening, if there are 200 files, earlier it would be in these big bags carrying all these peons and jamadas. In the Supreme Court also, if you have seen, some of you may have seen, the Honorable Supreme Court Judge, while he is sitting in the court, after finishing the work, he reaches home. Before that, a truck reaches with the full truck of files. But nowadays it is not so. Nobody knows how the system is working. There is no file. So this is advancement of technology. For advancement, the cause of advancement of justice is only to make strong to the cause of the advancement of justice. There is no other purpose, no other object. And we have ensured that while we go the other parts of the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, This is the nearer part to the Jammu, Udhampur. Udhampur has produced so many personalities, be it the judges or doctors or scientists, etc. You have arrived seen. And all those, the first key of all those personalities or their products, that means those who have inherited them, is that they have to serve the people of Udhampur. And they serve the people of Udhampur, that gives an inspiration. That look here, madam is from Udhampur. His father also has risen to the position of the judge of the High Court. You all talented lawyers, the youngsters, you have the capability, you have the talent. By the use of this technology, Sikha is the limit in this profession. But there are some principles you have to adopt. You are already adopted those principles. Principle is that you have to be fair. You have to be fair to your client, you have to be fair to the court. And you have to use your all knowledge to assist the court so that the litigant whom you represent gets relieved from this court. Otherwise, when the cases remain pending, you should give cooperation to the judges in disposing of the old cases pending in the courts beyond 10 years or 15 years. The disposal of those cases will be only with your cooperation and support. And that will give you advantage also. A message will go outside. Here are the lawyers who ensure that the cases which are pending here, beyond all the judges of the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, that please ensure to spend the beginning hours